Good afternoon. I'm Karen Schmaling, Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs for Washington State University, Vancouver. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2012 Washington State University, Vancouver Commencement Ceremony. I want to begin by introducing Angelica Olson, who will sing our national anthem. Angelica is graduating today with her Bachelor of Science degree in psychology. Please rise and turn your attention to the flag as Angelica sings our national anthem. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. In the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Thank you, Angelica. I'm honored to lead the ceremony today and would like to begin by thanking Sleep Country Amphitheater for allowing Washington State University, Vancouver the use of this facility. Our purpose today is to celebrate the students before us who are earning degrees from Washington State University. This is a special day for everyone. All of you have a unique story about your journey to this day. Many of you have made sacrifices and overcome obstacles in your pursuit of higher education. So, for example, by a show of hands, how many of you are the first in your family to graduate from college? And how many of you worked while pursuing the degree you are receiving today? How many attended the university while raising a family? Congratulations. You have all worked hard, often juggling these and other competing demands. Your success is due in part to the support of family and friends, spouses, partners, proud parents, grandparents, and siblings for whom you are a role model. The recognition you are receiving today truly extends to all who have gathered here and other supporters. Let's give a round of applause in appreciation for the support you have received. We would also like to recognize the veterans and those in the active duty, guard, and reserves in our graduating class and in the audience. Would you please stand? Let's give a round of applause to thank these brave men and women. Thank you for your service to our country. We continue to be grateful for the ongoing support and advocacy from our elected officials. We have a legislative representative, Paul Harris, here today from the 17th District. Let's give him a round of applause. I'd like to acknowledge Bob Knight, president of Clark College. The partnership between Clark College and WSU Vancouver benefits the entire community. Bob, thank you for being here today. We also acknowledge the WSU Vancouver Advisory Council. In your program is a list of 18 individuals from the community who help guide our efforts throughout the year. We are grateful for their contributions. Washington State University has 4 campuses as well as research and extension offices throughout the state. Washington State University Vancouver is an integral part of Washington State University's statewide mission and functions. I will now introduce members of the platform party who are vitally important to the administration of Washington State University, including faculty, staff, and student governance, and our Alumni Association. Would each of you stand as you are introduced, and I would ask the audience to refrain from applause until all have been introduced. Dr. Elson Floyd, President. Mr. Michael Worthy, Regent. Ms. Lynn Valentur, Interim Chancellor and Vice Chancellor for Finance and Operations. Dr. Warwick Bailey, Provost and Executive Vice President. Justice Steve Gonzalez, who I will introduce more thoroughly in a few moments. Ms. Audrey Miller, President of the Associated Students of Washington State University, Vancouver. Dr. June Canty, Director of Education. Dr. Amy Wharton, Director of Liberal Arts. Dr. Jane Cody, Director of Business. Dr. Hakan Gurajak, Director of the School of Engineering and Computer Science. Dr. Ginny Guido, Director of Nursing. Dr. Brian Tissot, Interim Director of Sciences. Dr. Suzanne Smith, Director of Human Development. Ms. Nicole Campbell, Interim Director of Libraries. Dr. Leonard Orr, Assistant Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. Dr. Robert Bates, Director of Research and Graduate Education at WSU Vancouver. Dr. David Turnbull, Chair of the Faculty Senate. Dr. A.G. Rudd, Dean of the College of Education. Dr. Dub Epperson, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts. Dr. Candace Claiborne, Dean of the College of Engineering and Architecture. Dr. Daryl DeWald, Dean of the College of Sciences. Ms. Joan King, Associate Vice President and Chief Budget Officer. Ms. Julia Pomerink, University Registrar. And Ms. Kelly Parker, Alumni Representative. Let's give them a round of applause. Other members of our faculty, staff, and administration also are present. This is a remarkable group. We recognize each of you for your dedication and hard work. This commencement could not occur without the faculty and staff and their commitment to our students and to the teaching, research, and service mission of WSU Vancouver. Please join me in a round of applause for all of our faculty and staff. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to welcome our 2012 commencement speaker, Justice Steve Gonzalez. Before joining the Washington State Supreme Court in January, Justice Gonzalez served for 10 years as a trial judge on the King County Superior Court, hearing criminal, civil, juvenile, and family law cases. He earned his bachelor's degree with honors in East Asian Studies from Pitzer College and his Juris Doctorate from the University of California, Berkeley School of Law, where he was the technical editor of La Raza Law Journal. Justice Gonzalez is a frequent lecturer at continuing legal education seminars and is a mentor to students through organizations including the Future of Law Institute. Please join me in welcoming Justice Steve Gonzalez to the podium.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you today. Let me thank the faculty, staff, friends, family, and the soon-to-be graduates of WSU. When my son was 2.5 years old, he described to a neighbor my job as wearing a black dress and speaking in a microphone. So I wanted to thank all of you for making me feel so comfortable the way you're dressed. In my remarks, which I promise will be brief, I want to cover two subjects. First, I want to talk about the foundation of our democracy. And second, I want to talk about your role in that democracy. So I thought I should start with our U.S. Constitution. And I'll read to you the preamble, which is mercifully short. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. What stands out to me in the preamble to this great document is the order of things, because I believe it indicates our priorities. On review in our Constitution, justice comes first. It comes before tranquility. It comes before the common defense and even our general welfare. And I suggest to you that that order is no coincidence. It means that without justice there will be no tranquility. Without justice there is less to defend. So I urge the graduates here today to seek justice in your life and in your career, and not just for yourself, but especially for others, and especially for others who are different than you are. Let me also urge each of you, if you haven't already, to register to vote and to update your address to vote, to make sure you get a ballot. To vote in the primary on August 7th, and not just because I'll be on that ballot, but because it's a fundamental part of exercising your duty and your privilege as a citizen in this nation. Let me suggest that if you need to renew that, you can go to votingforjudges.org to learn about judicial races, and you can go to myvote.wa.gov to register to vote or to update your address. Many of you, when you graduate, might move, and without an accurate address, you won't get a ballot in the mail. Moving next to this generation and what we look to you for. Your generation, and I don't mean to disparage those of you who waited before you went to college, but your graduating class inspires the current leaders in each of our institutions, because each and every one of you can make a difference in this world. We count on you to reignite our desire that sometimes years in our profession has dampened, to reignite it with a renewed sense of justice and duty to protect our liberty. I believe in the promise of this nation, in the American dream, and I suggest to you that I and each of you are examples of it. Like so many of you, I was the first in my family to go to college. Unfortunately, my high school career counselor wasn't much help, and I was on my own when I decided to go to college. And I lived in a college town, it was Claremont, California. So I decided I'd go and apply, and I went into the admissions office to the first college I encountered and asked for an application. The person behind the desk said, "Well, is this for you?" And I began to get a chip on my shoulder about what might come next, and I said, "Why, yes, it is." And she said, "Well, Scripps is a women's college." So then I really wanted to go there. But undaunted, I walked to the very next college, and that happened to be Pitzer, and that's where I ended up studying. And my reason for going to college was I wanted more opportunity and more of a chance in this life. But once I got there, I realized it was much more than just that. It was the chance to begin and to continue being a lifelong learner. I majored in East Asian studies, I lived in Japan, and I lived in China, and I learned those languages. And I was able to use that information and that knowledge in my career as an attorney. I worked in international business, I became a prosecutor and worked on international terrorism cases. And in my remarks today, again, I want to convey my belief in our nation and the principles upon which it was founded. I'm a public servant, and there are a number of public servants here, and a number of you will become public servants. We must strive to be worthy of the positions we fill. But even if we're not public servants, if we're in private business or some other walk of life, if we're in academia, our duty is to guard this democracy, which is so fragile and at times messy. Indeed, Winston Churchill described democracy as the worst form of government in the world, except for every other form we've tried from time to time. And Benjamin Franklin cautioned us as well, saying that any society that would give up a little liberty to gain a little security will deserve neither and will lose both. I suggest that you are the guardians of our liberty. And there's a saying that my grandfather had when I was growing up. He said that in marriage, you have to do 80% of the work to make sure you're doing your half. And I think he said this in part because he wanted my grandmother to feel better about the fact that she was really doing 80% of the work. But the other meaning, the more practical and less cynical one, is that we often amplify our own efforts and fail to see the efforts of others. And if we're not truly doing more than we think is our share, we're not doing our part. So I ask you to serve, and to serve when no one is watching, to serve when no one says thank you, and to serve because the need is great and it is the right thing to do. We are struggling through partisan strife, and I urge you not to join that sort of strife, but to find a path for progress, to find a way to bring people together rather than to polarize. I thank you for the opportunity to speak here and the enthusiastic welcome that I've received from faculty and students. I look forward to getting to know you better and to returning to your campus and your community. Whether my time on the Supreme Court is long or short, I promise to treat it with respect for the institution, for our past, and for our future. I'll close with the final refrain from America the Beautiful. America, America, God mend thine every flaw. Confirm thy soul in self-control and thy liberty in law. Congratulations, students.
Thank you, Justice Gonzalez, for those truly inspiring comments. You may notice that a number of our degree candidates are wearing crimson and gray cords. These are given to students who have achieved a grade point average of 3.5 or higher. The cords are generously provided by the Associated Students of WSU Vancouver. In addition, many of our students participate in various honor societies or have earned recognition within their particular degree programs. These honors will be announced as the individual students come forward during the Diploma March. It also is important to recognize the many and significant contributions of our faculty. WSU Vancouver has approximately 150 full-time and 100 part-time faculty. Graduates, you may think of our faculty as teachers, and we are grateful for their contributions in that role. In truth, there is much more to being a faculty member. WSU Vancouver has a strong commitment to providing service. Each faculty member provides service to the university, to their profession, and to the community. In addition to that commitment, what might not be as evident are the accomplishments of the faculty in regard to teaching, scholarly, and creative work. WSU is a Tier 1 research institution with high expectations for faculty contribution. Faculty members devote at least as much time to these activities as they do to teaching. Every year, WSU Vancouver is awarded millions of dollars from agencies such as the National Science Foundation, the National Institutes of Health, private foundations, and other entities in support of the work of the faculty. I imagine many of you who are graduating today work closely with faculty members in their research labs or help them with a project or show or exhibit. So you were able to experience this aspect of your faculty members' life in academia. Faculty at a research university like WSU also are expected to disseminate their work and add to the knowledge base in their field. Taken together, WSU Vancouver faculty have published hundreds of books and thousands of articles in scholarly journals and have been the focus of many shows and exhibits. For all these accomplishments in teaching and research, many WSU Vancouver faculty members have received honors, awards, and other forms of recognition. I'd like to take a moment to give a round of applause for our faculty members. And now I'd like to invite Interim Chancellor Lynn Valenter to the podium.
It is my pleasure to recognize some special individuals with the Chancellor's Medallion. Today, medallions will be presented in 4 categories: the Chancellor's Award for Student Achievement, the Chancellor's Award for Research Excellence, the Chancellor's Award for Service to WSU Vancouver, and the Student's Award for Teaching Excellence. The Chancellor's Award for Student Achievement is presented to a student who demonstrates academic achievement and love of learning, perseverance in academic pursuits, despite personal or situational barriers, educational and personal growth while at Washington State University, Vancouver, future potential to contribute to their profession and community, and service to Washington State University, Vancouver. It is my privilege to present the Chancellor's Award for Student Achievement to Dora Hernandez. Dora has been a model student. She has taken an active role in on-campus activities and community outreach and has been an advocate for both minority empowerment and academic excellence. She is graduating with honors today with her bachelor's degree in human development. Please join me in congratulating Dora. The Chancellor's Award for Research Excellence is given each year to a faculty member whose research quality and quantity is exemplary and whose work has had a positive influence on the community, consistent with the university's mission as Washington State's land-grant institution. This year's Chancellor Award for Research Excellence is awarded to Christine Portfors. Christine is an associate professor in the School of Biological Sciences. Her research involves working with mice and bats to understand how complex sounds are processed by the auditory system and to determine how age-related hearing loss impacts this processing. Her research and the impact on the educational community have enhanced Washington State University Vancouver's reputation as a research institution in the fields of neuroscience and biology. Please join me in honoring Dr. Christine Portforce. Next is the Chancellor's Award for Service to Washington State University, Vancouver. This award was established to recognize and salute selfless dedication and commitment to the Washington State University, Vancouver. Today, we honor two winners in this category. Both have demonstrated leadership in the community on behalf of Washington State University, Vancouver in giving of time, talent, and resources toward advancing the university's mission. Our first honoree is retired faculty member and former director of libraries, Leslie Wyckoff. Leslie's determination to procure world-class access to scholarly databases led her to be a part of creating a regional consortium of libraries. She also led Vancouver Information Services, a combined unit of library and information technology, forming an innovative approach to making information accessible and responsive. Leslie's work with the Clark County Historical Society and other projects are part of the legacy she leaves to WSU Vancouver. Please join me in congratulating Leslie Wyckoff. The second honoree to receive this award is the Clark County Community High-Tech Council. This is a group whose support has heavily influenced the growth of the School of Engineering and Computer Science at Washington State University, Vancouver. Their advocacy was an important aspect to securing capital funding by the state for our new Engineering and Computer Science building, which opened in January. It is quite fitting to recognize them for their support of our engineering program as we grant our first undergraduate degrees in electrical engineering today. Barry Kalian is accepting the award today on behalf of the High-Tech Council. Thank you again for your contribution. Let's give all of the High-Tech Council a round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you. We'll get a picture. The last award to be presented is the Students' Award for Teaching Excellence. Since the recipient of this distinction is selected by students, I invite Audrey Miller, President of the Associated Students of Washington State University, Vancouver, to come forward to present the award. Audrey?
Hello, everybody. Each year, the students select one instructor for the Students' Award for Teaching Excellence. I chaired the committee that makes this final selection, and I'm here to tell you that it's not an easy decision to make. There are so many great instructors here at this institution. The individual we selected has been found to display the following three traits: commits time outside of the classroom to prevent students from falling through the cracks, demonstrates an enthusiasm for the subject matter, and instills that enthusiasm and passion in students. I have the pleasure, on behalf of the student body, in presenting the Students' Award for Teaching Excellence to Dr. WSU, an assistant professor in mechanical engineering in the School of Engineering and Computer Science. Dr. Zhu takes time out of his normally scheduled office hours by helping students prepare for extracurricular academic enhancement opportunities, such as attending conferences and international competitions. The time and commitment he puts towards his students enhances their ability to utilize skills learned in the classroom in a competitive nature and is an experience students carry with them for their entire lives. Let's all give a round of applause for Dr. WSU. All right. Please welcome Dr. Elson Floyd. He will be doing the presentation and the conferral of the degrees.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Elson Floyd, President of Washington State University. It's a great pleasure for me to be here in this audience with you. As a son of working-class parents and the first of my family to go to college, I know how special this evening is for each and every one of you. Part of the degree in which you will earn in just a few moments was earned by your friends and your supporters, your moms and dads, boyfriends and girlfriends, aunts and uncles, the support network that's around you. So before we go any further in this program, I would ask that all of our graduates please stand up, turn around, and recognize those individuals who've been immensely supportive in your life. Now, please be seated. Now, didn't that feel good? We will now confer the degrees, beginning with the doctoral degrees, followed by the master's degrees, then the baccalaureate degrees. Candidates for degrees are asked to please stand as their specific degree program is called and remain standing until all the degrees have been announced. Will the faculty please stand when your academic program is called and be seated when the next degree program is announced? Thank you.
President Floyd, I take pleasure in presenting the candidates for Doctor of Education.
President Floyd, I take pleasure in presenting the candidates for Doctor of Philosophy.
President Floyd, I take pleasure in presenting the candidates for Master of Accounting, Master of Business Administration.
President Floyd, I take pleasure in presenting the candidates for the following degrees: Master of Education, Master in Teaching.
President Floyd, I take pleasure in presenting the candidates for the following degrees: Master of Science in Computer Science, Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering.
President Floyd, I take pleasure in presenting the candidates for the following degrees: Master of Arts in History, Master of Public Affairs.
President Floyd, I take pleasure in presenting the candidates for Master of Nursing.
President Floyd, I take pleasure in presenting the candidates for the Master of Science in Environmental Science.
And now, the baccalaureate degrees. President Floyd, I take pleasure in presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Human Development.
President Floyd, I take pleasure in presenting the candidates for Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration.
President Floyd, I take pleasure in presenting the candidates for Bachelor of Arts in Education.
President Floyd, I take pleasure in presenting the candidates for the following degrees: Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, and Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering.
President Floyd, I take pleasure in presenting the candidates for the following degrees: Bachelor of Arts in Anthropology, Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice, Bachelor of Arts in Digital Technology and Culture, Bachelor of Arts in English, Bachelor of Arts in History, Bachelor of Arts in Humanities, Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Bachelor of Arts in Public Affairs, Bachelor of Arts in Social Sciences, and Bachelor of Arts in Sociology.
President Floyd, I take pleasure in presenting the candidates for Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
President Floyd, I take pleasure in presenting the candidates for the following degree: Bachelor of Science in Biology, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science.
And now the moment that you've been waiting for. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority of the Board of Regents and the statutes of the State of Washington, I hereby confer upon each of you who fulfill its requirements the degree for which you've been recommended, with all of its privileges, with all of its obligations, and with all of its rights. Congratulations to each of you. Please be seated.
We will now begin the Diploma March. Dr. Tom Tripp, Dr. Claire Latham, and Dr. Christine Portfors will read the degree titles and names of the candidates. Please note that some Department Award winners and University Scholars graduates will be recognized as they process across the stage. Graduates, would you please come forward when your name is called?
Doctor of Education, Sally Ann Lancaster. Glenn Edward Malone. Kathy Ann Sork Gelhausen. Doctor of Philosophy, American Studies, Erica Hisela Abad. Doctor of Philosophy, Psychology, Alexandra Lisa Terrell. Please join me in congratulating our doctoral graduates. Master of Accounting, Mindy May Eliezer. Terry Sue Garza. Russell Duane Price. Master of Business Administration, Anthony Walter Lemon. Abdi Kadir Bashir Mahamud. David M. Crow. Wendy Ann Beck. Lisa May Fix. Sheng Hong Hua. Master of Education, Mimi Taylor. Mary Beth Sauter. Catherine Mary Reed. Amanda Rose Vincent. L. Scott Morris. Cynthia K. Peel. Monica Ann Klump. Javier Ignacio Gomez. Ashley Elizabeth Carlson. Danelle K. Aisland. Jessica LeBrier. Michael Shane McGee. Sarah Christine Workala. Janelle M. Ellis. Mary Joanne Cousins. Sarah Jane Becker. And now Master in Teaching, Megan R. Lacey. Amanda Lynn McPherson. Corey Ann Russell. Dwayne Thomas McCabe. Daniel Robert Ramey. Linda Susan Edwards. Mary Iola Portucalen. Rachel Evelyn Wilson. Samantha Sue Ebert Cart. Sonia Justina Clement. Lara Kimberly Magnuson. Hannah D. Lapham. Renee Rue Jantz. Amber Jolene Lee. Amy Louise Prue. Colleen Sylvia Ketching. Leslie Karen Denham. Jennifer LaFawn Crosby. Stacy Dawn Bernard. Stephanie Ann Braunschweig. Christine Parker. Now Master of Science in Computer Science, Travis Ryan Hall. And Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Daniel Douglas Williams. Gan Yu. Galip Osan Errol. Mustafa Saeed Alkan. Bo Wang. Nan Lei. And now Master of Public Affairs, Michael Reyes Andrion. Joseph Allen Carluccio. Jessica Ann Ribera. Now Master of Nursing, Barbara R. Friedman. Crystal Louise Garrison. Rita Wood Mercer. Catherine Whitney Casey. Valerie Lynn Schweitzer. Allison Claire Munson. Kaylee Blaine Peterson. Kylie Caroline Hammer. Sanait Tesfai. Valentino A. DeMaio. And now Master of Science in Environmental Science, Sarah Nicole Whitley. Michael Keith Birchfield. Joshua Edward Emerson. Please join me in congratulating our master's graduates.
Bachelor of Arts in Human Development, Lori Vaughn. Blaine Ampson. Dora Hernandez. Stephanie Ann Scott. Leslie Gibbs. Dora Amelia Matos. Terry Hutchins. Kaylee Michelle Anderton. Laurel Ann Heaton. Christine Magnuson. Kamali Konikoa. Jennifer Lisa DeCaro. Joseph Allen Hollabaugh. Steve Van Maitre. Karen Lewis. Lindsay Jean Zwiner. Sarah E. Holgren. Jenna Lee Morgan. Brianne Heather Richard. Brittany Marie Osborne. Leanna Gunn Sarkinen. Celeste Noel Higginbotham. Brianna Christine Geyer. Danielle Marie Lippert Kuhn. Delina Renee Meyer. Kim Lynette Hollins. Nicole Renee Eulenberg. Shauna Christine Kathorski. Brian Keith Witherspoon. Melinda Lou Taylor. Sean Michael Conrad. Brianna Timon Heinrich. Olga Demyanenko. Rachel Grace Zoll. Brittany K. Henry. Paul Joseph Kajanisi. Jennifer Malia Vernon. Christina Lynn Holt. Bailey Marie Kraft. Ashley Nicole Edwards. Alexa Loretta Murray. Allison August Hoff. Narek Denellen. I'm sorry, that's Narak. Jill Renee Aldridge. Jamie Renee Neal. Tana Schmid. Heather Marie Reed. Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration, Myla Gonzalez. Victoria Leilani Villanueva. Kenneth William Adame. Reed William Schaefer. Stephanie Terrell Chandler. Quinn Cochran. Michael Thomas Shaw. Andrew Michael Degnan. McKay Edward Farrell. Ronald Eugene Wolf. Colleen Olivia Cronenbush, WSU Vancouver College of Business Award for Undergraduate Excellence. Tiffany Ann Sinden. Monica Marie Ann Quinnett. Katie Renee Panera. Linda Siot. Rebecca Ann Royce. Angela Faye Reynolds. Adam Dennis Smith. Brandy Faye Cummings. Gabrielle Tressa Conkle. Shayna Elizabeth Portis. Aaron James Knetzel. Bernardo Rodriguez. Carrie Ann Shin. Alan Robert Foster. Christopher Michael Levi. Sean Tyler McLean. Cameron Monroe Dalling. Robert Eugene Putnam. Alex J. Olson. Carl David Swanson. Brooke Leanne Quick. Lauren Kelly McCammon. Inga Andreva. Sue-Ann Kim McWaters. Joel Nicholas Bosch. Marcus William Latham. Heather D. Johnston. Kenneth William Johnson. Alan Michael Podlitsky. Robert A. Chandra. Catherine Elizabeth Rankin. Amy Lynn Hantho Dustin. Savina Devi Ahmed. Trista Eckhart. Nicole Ann Dunn. Benjamin Olin Lowe. George Shulikoff. Marcus Gregory Jackson. Stephen Miller. Did I say it wrong? Linus Arake. Jose Luis Delgado. Okay. Roland Julian Lau. Stop. Stephen Christopher Chun. Benjamin Mark Ort. Scott Allen Cantwell. Adriana Erica Fox. Helen Ray Muniz. Last name. Tyson Scott Heffley. Travis James Peterson. Camille Lorraine Peterson. Kayla Arlene Reith. Ludmila Romanuk. Guadalupe Perez. Warren Lee Cook. Is it no? Trin Nyo. Dana Marie Olson. Shu Yu Ye. Tingy Chang. Irvina Diana Wentworth. Andrew Thomas Lepley. Paige Diana German. Kathleen Stena Werlin. Timothy James Woods. Jerica Lynn Jerome. Claudia Slabu. Mackenzie Jane Crum. Kimberly Dawn Wade. Benjamin Ryan Schwartz. Curtis Hogue. Beth Ann Kasner. Yingyang Lai. Andrew Edward Pearson. John Robert Marcourt. Natalia Vladimir Mirovna Gronkowski. Youngwon Kim. Christopher Benton Conger. Spencer James Cummo. Jennifer Dahl Oakton. Kristen Serena Robinette McMahon. Anastasia Pashenko. Nok Win. Mutsko McIntyre. Shane Allen Hoyt. Joseph Anthony Spitzer. Emma Jean Hansen. David Michael Ferris. Scott Brandon Santos. Guadalupe Ramos. Caitlin May Hunter. Kwok E. Zoe Chan. Sean Michael Head. Barbara Marie Martinez. Vin No. Matt Mark. Mark Richard Mulholland. Tyson L. Jones. Thank you. Bachelor of Arts in Education. Wesley Alexander Ballou. David James Belliconi. Carrie Lorraine Cabley. Maria Victoria Campos. Ashley M. Chang. Jacqueline Faith Damon. Allison Therese Devin Chenzi. Lauren Elizabeth Fern. Michelle Elizabeth Wyatt. Mackenzie Lee Harris. Kelly J. Frio. Roger Eugene Fisher. Danelle Lynn Miller. Tricia Marie Simmons. Sandy Lynn Ostrand. Amy Michelle Herrera. Selena Cherise Machida. Nicole Amber Newhouse. Nicole Lynn Merritt. Lori May Henderson. Serena Jane Monte Hermoso. Kelsey Marie Prevost. Stacy Miranda Kramer. Andrew Everett Hansen. Mai Tuit Tran. Haley Susan Lathrop. Nikki Lene Robeson. Erica Marie Stolfer. Desiree Noel Rule. Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Kevin Mark Peisner. Alan Breesey. Bruce Grimbowski. Tyson James Larimer. Skylar Merrill Hebert. Is it done? Brittany Irene Thompson. Kevin Voorhees Taylor. First graduating class of the Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. Christopher John Parks. Jason Lee Jahala, University Scholar. Tim Boganoff. Kyle Milburn. Lucas Samuel Bowler. Bassam Salim. Johnny Wee Ung. Michael Brinker. James John Lassiter Marshall. Igor Savadash. How do you say your last name? Vianney Jean-Marie Uizi. Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Thomas Lee Barnett. Dale Wesley Bozart. Andrew Benjamin Wallace. Alicia Janet Fields. Cedric Allen Aberly. Eugene George Ligman. Okay. Andre V. Selfitnikov. Mark Roger Lewis. I'm sorry. Mark Gordon. Daniel Theodore Eastvet. Richard William St. Cyr. The third. Jude Anthony Homela. Colton Reed Culbertson. Derek Patrick Brown. Andrew Zakharoff. Anthony Pierre Eckstein. Michael Bishop. Oleg Pogodea. Devin James McMahon. Andrew Norman Curlin. Sir Andrew Ralph McConaughey. Zachary Marshall Eder. Harrison Jonathan Bachuk. Nina Sue Preston. Michael Allen Applin. Cody Otto Hearn. Joshua Ryan Lohman. Laura Dana Hickson. Casey Allen Hermans. Israel Allen Jesse. Gennady Sibikoff. Michael Keith Allen. Nicholas E. Buck. Nicholas Ryan Angelo. Anthony Stephen Broussard. Andrew Mayer. George Catalin Bradanu.
Bachelor of Arts in Anthropology, Rachel Lynn Bryan. Shelley Jean Fernandez Vincent, Outstanding Anthropology major. Kai Hawes Adams, Outstanding Anthropology major. Sarah Marie O'Keefe. Amy Louise Orndorff. Heidi Jo Jordan. Ben Carl Chase. Nicole Dawn Tomey. Mary Jean Winter. Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice. Samantha Francis Bayshore. Bachelor of Arts in Digital Technology and Culture, Melody L. Jensen. Megan Alexandria Gale Bartoshowski. Louise C. Tollison, First Indy Fellow. Vincent Michael Paulson. Michael Corey Hatch. Artem Popov. Mary Christina Broussard Pearson. Andrew Bonmal Regiga. Philip Harris MacArthur, Pro Caliber Fellow. Todd Ryan Hartsfield. Brian F. McGovern, Emtree Fellow, OMSI Fellow. Joshua Philip Scott Lovejoy. Stephen Robert Clem. Jacob Tyler Hochhalter. Carrie Ann Lingo. Chad McClure. Natalia Vladimirov Gromkowski. Marguerite Louise Strawn, Emtree Fellow, OMSI Fellow. Hunter Charles Crawford, Emtree Fellow, OMSI Fellow. Jeffrey Michael Wallace. Kathleen Charles Campbell. Jenny Rebecca Martin, AHAS Fellow. Bachelor of Arts in English, Janice Louise Ballou. Morgan Ashley Parker. Kelly Ann Schrock. Amanda Josephine Wilson. Kenya J. Carver. Jesse Daniel Friesen. Angela Lynn Lord. Christine Nicole Watson. Melissa June Hewson. Myra Nahira. Stefan Silvas. Megan Elizabeth Lobnitz. Denise Marie Stanley. Cameron Matthew Franklin. Keith Warren Lloyd. Daniel Mark Dulkey. Chantil Donnet Kraft. Emily Ann Gross. Carlin Faye Rogers. Christine M. Madsen. Kenneth Allen Shop. Julie Ann Blakesley. Desiree Eurita Seguila. Carrie Ann Lingo. Bachelor of Arts in History, Bradley Ann Johnston, Allen. Brandon Jacob Keene. Bradley Dale Richardson. Candace Valancy Couture. Catherine Olitha Boneski. Alana Cameron Beeson. Stephanie Ann Halen. Sarah Ann Wilson. Gina Evadny Goddard. Carissa Ann Bradshaw. Lacey Michelle Brown. Jenica Marie Lunsford. Kayla June Wasnick. Bachelor of Arts in Humanities, Emma Kamal Haji Selimovich. Kieran H. McClure. Anthony Kavanaugh Peters. Kelsey Helen Higgins. Dylan David Simmons. Krista Marie Summer. Amy C. Thielen. Lauren Elizabeth Williams. Fallon Elise Hughes. Brenda A. Castaneda. Marguerite Louise Strawn. Kayla Michelle Lynn. Sherelle Alana Hansen. Whitney Marie Maxwell. Heidi Marine Guiney. Alexandria Christine Franco. Jacob Christopher Toby. Alana Cameron Beeson. Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Alexandria Faye Denny. Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Gretchen Petrie. Anita K. Wagner. Marshall Stewart Richards. Connie Stauffer. Betsy Jean Sully. Sheila Ray Davis. Catherine Elizabeth Williams. Tarsheen Nicole Doherty Pinney. Miles M. Bettinger. Charnay Marie Stabner. Adria Marie Barracks. Kayla E. Wright. Megan Noel Miller. Kimberly Ann Lawman. Jill Aaron Becker. Kenneth Donovan Norman. George Warrington Lewis III. Justin Lee Gillespie. Darla J. Fletcher. Jason Russell Johnson. Ashley Denise Harris. Marissa Marie Page. Laura Irene Philpott. Marissa Ann Tallarico. Shinshin Dai. Tara Beth Cura. Jacqueline May Lopez. Davina Fitzgibbon. Christine Renee Sutherland. Samantha Lynn Taylor. Jessica Lynn Ellis. Natalia Santorio. Amber Chose Olinger. Samantha Jo Megalonis. Christina Beth Lyons. Michael Page Neubauer. Shannon Moran Crabtree. Natalie Sierra Allen. Joelle Leona Emerson. Caitlin D. Wheeler. Cheryl Diane Ayers. Angel Ruvakaba. Alyssa Grace Thomas. Caitlin Skeens. Alyssa Nicole Macklin. Andrea Millicent Daniels. Jessica E. Ambrose. Megan Jolene Brace Dolan. David D. Kazakov. Chelsea Nicole Casa. Megan Eileen Feeback. Angelica Marian Olson. Bachelor of Arts in Public Affairs, Amanda Jean Silva. Matthew David Sauter. Darcy Marie Cahill. Ashan E. Rocher. Sarah Elizabeth Turner. Brenda Winona Dedman. Morgan Ashley Parker, Outstanding Undergraduate Student in Public Affairs. Douglas Maxwell Alt. Carmen Helena Abbott. Thomas Michael Miller. Audrey Anna Miller. Michelle Lee Hensler, Outstanding Undergraduate Student in Public Affairs. Destiny Lauren Keeler. Bachelor of Arts in Social Sciences, Molly Huan Win. Shagayag Paraharandi. Rupinder Preet Brar. Kimberly Ann Baki. Rochelle Rose Nugent. Natasha Ainsley Birking. Amanda Jill Lawrence. Robert Douglas Haynes. Jessica Edith Villasenor. Ashley Brooke White. Mackenzie Christine Smith. Tristan Rianne Walter. Ellie Janae Buckland. John Alexander Consiglio. Joseph Michael Finazzo. Sean Michael O'Brien. Katie Marie Crowley. Trista Erin DeLong. Julia Cornutian Anderson. Ashley Elizabeth Stevens. Erica Marie London. Jason L. Hines. Kevin Troy Wilson. June M. Bodley. Kevin Levon Island. Kayana Lorraine Gomez. Jennifer Vigil. Jennifer L. Purinton. Amanda M. McCallum. Christina Lynn Gould. Krista Cheyenne Carey. Christy Ann Duell. Marisa Ann Keeney. Amber K. Emery. Andrew Leland Kingston. Krista Jill Griffin. Jacqueline Diane Cruz. Danielle Mercedes Olenek. Cheryl Lynn Jones. Corey Lynn Jones. Alida Sayovong. Hardev Singh. Vanessa Cameron Valentine. Jason Matthew Naska. Michael McKee Arok. Evan Chancey Nosler. Rachel Anne-Marie Peters. Andrea Lynn Schultz. Tiana Natasha Morris. Jason Winters. Kristen L. Rigney. Christina R.T. Ram. Christina Lynn Klein. Kenzie Caitlin Doyle. Krista Lynn McGee. Alla V. Goldstein. Lori Michelle Rull. Diana E. Smith. Elizabeth Marie Berg. Botri Men Win. Nu Win Ta. Kit Tuan Lee. Melissa Lynn Scuba. Karen Irene Flinchbaugh. Nathaniel Joseph Ashby. Bobby Joe Drysdale. Sarah Rose Polly. Leanne Noel Noraldine. Whitney Noel Olson. Diana Laurellen O'Haver. Stephanie Ann Hansen. Jonelle Charret. Lakia N. Wilson. Ebony Monique Booker. Karen Malala Manker. Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, Janae Lynn Teal. Sarah Marie Stone. Alyssa Beth Sawyer. Michael Timothy Farrell. John William Nielsen. Jayu Urez. Yulia Red Chichinia. Melina Guadalupe Montes. Stephanie Lynn Del Real. Janelle Kelsey Rose. Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Jason Russell Johnson. Rebecca Parker. Jean M. Erickson. Marina Farogi, College of Nursing Outstanding RN BSN Award. Sarah Jane James. Kelly Christine Locker. Sharon Gebhardt Bender. Carrie J. Wallace. Kelly Lynn Reeson. Christy Marie Hope. Allison Patricia Kurgis. Lindsay May Carlson. Lori Ann Love. Latoya C. Scott. Megan Heidi Miller. Elena A. Baronetz. Cassie Jankoviak. Bachelor of Science, Bethany Rose Dundon. Bachelor of Science in Biology, Caitlin Christina Sanborn. Mark Driscoll Owens. Daniel Ethan Rausch. Thomas Jeffrey Wallace. Rianne Marie Young. Travis John Robinson. Bethany Leanne Smith. Maria Therese Glavin. Leanna Faitzer. Brian C. Allen. Thomas Kelly Merschel. Mark Thomas Sundem. Kevin Jose Guzman. Andrew J. Cole. Drew Michael Becker. Camille Marie Selleck Smith. Amanda Michelle Myers. Timothy John Batchelor. Kenneth Donovan Norman. Good job. Jeffrey Michael Gillespie. Bo Taylor Johnson. Samantha Leanne Paget. Chelsea Lynn Johnson. Nip Wynn. Daniel Soren Danshoes. Kelly Jean Amundsen. Ryan Christopher Idy. Matthew Wayne Kruger. Sheena Marie Carroll. Good job. Brittany Michelle Curry. Amanda Lee Washington. Stephen Philip Christensen. Grace J. Kwan. Stuart Allen Ostby. Kelly Rose Brusso. Sarah Ellen Anderson Smith. Sean Lynette Sanders. Megan Danielle Mashini. Megan Brene Short. Alyssa Ann Hilberg. Maria Therese Joel. Amanda Marie Hicks. Jonathan Curtis Strickland. Alexander James Hamilton. William Andrew Blake. Jennifer L. Ebert. Joshua Lee Bachman. Nicholas Lee Carter. Leah Mae Rudy. Kirsten Irene Turner. Natalie Irene Selstad. Bob Davis. Jessica Lee Zemaitis. Jared F. Wilder. Yuri Kopitko. Brittany Ann Winston. Courtney Kathleen Rich. Donald Yukata Backus. Stephen James Weiss. Victor Kuznetsov. Shawnee Sheen Morales. Hannah Lynn Nornberg. Megan Judith Lawrence. Nalina K. Bauer. Hong K. Tran. Hodias Tabatabai. Shelley Jean Fernandez Vincent. Rupinder Preet Brar. Katie Jensitsky. Justin Ray Bruyere. Oksana Denlinova Bondar. Feng H. Lei. Matthew Jordan Pendergraft. Eric Ontuguk. Jamie Ann Butler. Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science, Ian N. Bronner. Janelle Ashley Miller. Mary Jean Hoxer. Nanette Marie Lavalette. I would now like to invite Audrey Miller, President of the Associated Students of WSU Vancouver, back to the podium.
Let's applaud the graduates of 2012. Congratulations. Today you are set aside as we honor you, and you are also one of many. On behalf of your fellow alumni at Washington State, Vancouver, I welcome every single one of you to our group. We have many projects ahead. You are one of 979 classmates. You join 10,000 WS Vancouver alumni, 10,000 graduates from our university, and one of more than 18,000 WSU alumni in the Portland, Vancouver area. We are an extraordinary group together, stronger together, and we welcome you to our ranks. We hope you will stay involved, help us keep in communication with you. We welcome you to the campus all and every time. On behalf of faculty, your former professors, and now your friends, we say congratulations and go Cougs. And now we ask for everyone to stand. We've not asked you to memorize the words quite yet, but in your program, will you please join us as our quintet plays our alma mater, Washington, My Washington. The lyrics are in your program. Thank you all very much.
All right, everyone. Well, we're finished, but we have one last thing to do. It's incredibly important. As you may have noticed, those of you who have already earned their baccalaureate degrees wear their tassels to the left side of their cap. Today, as undergraduates, we have accomplished that same benchmark. Together, let us signal our new status to the world by moving our tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations to all of us, class of 2012.
Thank you, Audrey. This concludes the 2012 commencement ceremony. Thank you for being part of this very important event. To our graduates, we are especially grateful you chose to pursue your educational goals with us, and we will follow your accomplishments with pride. We want you to know that you will always be a part of Washington State University. I now ask that you remain standing in place until the recessional ends. Please remain at your seats until all graduates have exited the facility. Once again, thank you and congratulations.